What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're once again going back in time to do another offseason rebuild, and today we're doing it with the Sacramento Kings because one thing about the Kings offseason that I kind of hammered on before is I didn't really like how they weren't very aggressive, because I thought this was the offseason for them to go try to get another piece to add to this team. Right now, they are the 7th seed in the West, and don't get me wrong, the West standings are super close, but is there anyone actually looking at this Kings team and thinking that this team is about to go win a championship? Because don't get me wrong, as fun as this team is, the Kings are a very fun team to watch. Of course, Fox is awesome. Sabonis pairing has been great. Now, they just lost, I think, Kevin Huerter for a while. I think Malik Monk's going to be out for a while, so that definitely hurts their chance a little bit as well. Maybe they'll be back for the playoffs. But yeah, I would have loved to have seen the Kings just be more aggressive. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in time to the Kings offseason, and I'm going to redo it. We're not going to re-sign Harrison Barnes and settle on what this team had. They brought in like Chris Duarte, and I think they did a couple other things. Other than that, though, let's go do different things. Let's jump in. Let's talk about the Sacramento Kings. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. Right now, we are on the road to 50,000 subs. We're actually really close to 42K. So, hey, slowly but surely getting there. That's all you can really ask for, right? So, if you want to go ahead and hit that sub button, be greatly appreciated. But let's talk about the Sacramento Kings. So, this is obviously the offseason Kings. This is like what it looked like before they added like Duarte, and whatever else they did. Honestly, at the top of my head, I can't even think what else they did. But they obviously re-signed Harrison Barnes. I don't think I'm just going to settle on that. Maybe we re-sign him or whatever, but I know this team had cap space to bring in another player. I think a lot of people were, penciling in like Jeremy Grant or Kyle Kuzma to the Kings, and I think that would have been perfect. It didn't end up happening, but we can try to make it happen this offseason if possible. So the whole offseason is going to be reset. Today, I'm not making the lottery order correct the way it was. We're just going to let it be sporadic today. So let's see how this lottery ends up. Let's see who's getting Wembanyama. Is it still going to be the Spurs? It is still the Spurs. Pacers get 2, Pistons 3, Blazers 6, Rockets, Hornets. Okay, pretty interesting, but Wembanyama's going the same place. I believe we have a pick at 24. That is correct. I know this team also made a trade with the Mavericks on draft night to dump Rashawn Holmes or whatever it was. So Mike Brown's still head coach. Of course, going to keep that the way it is. He brought in a huge culture reset for this team, which was awesome. Obviously, this was like they ended the playoff drought. I think they had the longest playoff drought in sports history for playoffs, or like the longest, maybe not history, but the longest going one. So we are going to continue that theme here. I think they'll be in the playoffs this upcoming year. Right now, they are chalked into the play-in spot. But again, the West is super close, so it could change at any moment. Well, let's go to the draft night. We do have the 24th overall pick. Do we want to make a trade with this pick, or do we just want to jump in and draft? So we have 8 and 24 as well. So let's take a look. Obviously, we're not trading Keegan Murray. He's going to be a huge part to this puzzle. So Fox, Sabonis, Keegan Murray, all safe. I think outside of that, I would love to try to upgrade if possible. So one position we could use is another power forward, shooting guard. So I think we could try to keep Malik Monk off the bench, which is great. But if we can move Kevin Huerter, who's someone who, I like Kevin Huerter's fit, don't get me wrong, but if we can get a better shooting guard, I think we have to look into it. So I think where we'll start is we'll see if we can be aggressive right out of the gate. Can we get an upgrade at the shooting guard or the 4th spot right out of the gate with this draft pick? We'll see. I'm not sure if we'll be able to. We'll find out. Today's video is brought to you by DGS Optimizer. If you're playing on apps such as PrizePicks, Underdog, or any other DFS app, having a tool like DGS Optimizer is super clutch to find good plays without barely having to do any research whatsoever. Basically, how it works is compare discrepancies across multiple sportsbooks. As you can see, there's a huge tab of apps you can click from. So not only do you have to pan on PrizePicks, you go to Underdog, you can go to Fliff, you can go to all kinds of options here to find good plays. But for example, again, it compares discrepancies across sports books. Now, there's no discrepancy I'm seeing right now, but it not only does it compare discrepancies, it shows you the juice on sports books. So obviously, the higher the number, the more likely it is to happen. As you can see, DeRozan and Jalen Brunson under 54.5 points is heavily favored, as you have Pinnacle, one of the sharpest books, at minus 141 odds, and another sharp book at minus 141 odds as well, with Bet Online. And I didn't have to do any research whatsoever to find this play. It's that simple. Absolutely love using this optimizer. I've been a much profitable sports bettor ever since I've started using it. Highly recommend it. Use code Crushables, links in the description, 25% off your first month. And of course, apps I'm using it on are PrizePicks, which I'm also partnered with. PrizePicks is a DFS app that offers first deposit match up to $100 if you are a new user. So use code Crushables. Link is also in the description. Like I said, $100 matching your first deposit. But yeah, there's all kinds of sports, all kinds of stats to choose from. Choose between 2 to 6 players, 2 players being 3 times their entry, all the way up to 6 players being 25 times their entry. Absolutely love Prize Picks. Been using it since 2021. Absolutely recommend it. Definitely use code Crushables, links in the description. And finally, last but not least, use code Crush10 over on Dabble. One feature that no other DFS app has that Dabble does is you can copy people's entries with a click of a button. You don't even have to make your own entries if you don't want to. You could literally just copy your favorite. If they have a Dabble account, you could follow their account and just copy their entries. It's really cool. So they also offer up to an 1000x payout if you can get 12 of 12 correct. Other than that, let's get back to the rebuild. Like I said, use code Crush10 on Dabble. They give you $10 literally just for signing up. That's free money. So go ahead, check out Dabble. Let's get back to the rebuild. So I am going to go ahead and try to start this video with a bang if I can pull it off. And I'm looking at this team that obviously traded this player. Now, they did get a very, very good return in trading him. But I'm looking at RJ Barrett. You know, RJ Barrett, I'm not saying as someone that the Knicks would have traded in the offseason, but there obviously has always been some rumors around RJ Barrett in the past. So I'm going to try to see if I can get RJ Barrett to start this offseason. I think he'd be a fantastic fit, whether it's at the power forward, shooting guard, or wherever or not power forward, whether it's at the 3 or the, shooting guard spot. Whatever we want to do with him, I think he'd be perfect. He's big enough to, I think, really fit what we need right now. So I'm going to try to get RJ Barrett right out of the gate. So I'm going to offer Kevin Huerter and Davion Mitchell to try to pull this off. And I have to offer pick 24. I'm willing to do so as well. But let's say we did like 8-24. Do they do this for RJ? They do not. They don't do that right away. I will offer 24 as well if that's what it means to get RJ. What about number 8? They don't agree. Okay. I'll throw Kessler Edwards in here. Does that make a difference? It does not so far. And then I'll offer this pick. So I don't know if I want to offer 2 firsts for RJ. That seems kind of steep. I'm not sure if I want to do that. I don't think there's any other player I'm throwing in here. I can throw, Keanu Ellis is on a 2-way contract. I can throw Rashawn Holmes in here, but I don't think that's much value to them. So yeah, unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to make this happen. So RJ Barrett was someone I was gonna try to get right out of the gate. Not gonna end up happening for us, but maybe whoever we drafted 24, would work out. And we could trade 2 first technically, but I don't know if I want to do that. So let's even come back to this maybe after we draft 24. Maybe we get a couple guys that are valuable here. So let's see what pick 24 has to offer. So we do have our Victor Wembanyama goes number 1, of course. We have Sasser. We have Grady Dick. We have Trace Jackson Davis. I mean, Grady Dick was supposed to be a lottery pick, and he's fallen this far. So I think we start there. So Grady Dick, welcome to Sacramento. Even if we don't trade him, he's a good piece to have. Jet Howard, also a lottery pick as well. Dariq Whitehead. I think we go Jet Howard here. So we're going to go Jet Howard here out of Michigan. And then last but certainly not least, Chris Livingston, Isaiah Wong. I think we go Tamani Kamara. Tamani Kamara has been fantastic for Portland. I absolutely loved him in that trade in the Damian Lillard trade. He's been a great piece to get. So not too bad. Grady Dick, Jet Howard, and Tamani Kamara. Player options, nothing. And then qualifying offers, Neemias Queta as a free agent. Okay, let's see if we go back to the Knicks and see if they're willing to change their stance on RJ now. I don't know if I'll get this lucky, but I'm going to try. So RJ Barrett, and then I'm offering you, once again, Kevin Huerter, Davion Mitchell services as well. And then I will offer you Grady Dick. Okay, that's 2-star trade value. And then can I get away with a couple of seconds, maybe? Because we're giving you and then, I mean, if I have to throw Tamani Kamara in here, what about Kessler Edwards? Kessler Edwards, I think, had 1.5 value. They're getting closer to agreeing to this. A couple seconds. What do you say for RJ? They agree. So we get RJ Barrett. I really wanted to pull that off. So RJ Barrett's going to be a huge piece of this puzzle. So that gives us a really good small forward, which I absolutely love. So right now we do have technically a good starting 5. But we just roll with that. So we could also slide RJ to the 2 and then Keegan Murray to the 3. We have a bunch of options here. Now the bench definitely is going to need help. We don't have any bench pieces whatsoever. So we definitely have our work cut out for us here. So I think we find another starter, whether it's at the shooting guard or the whatever forward spot. So that's where we'll start. So let's go to free agency. We know Barnes is a free agent. We know me. I mean, we're not. If I can bring Barnes back, I will. But let's see. So we do have the ability to sign like an Austin Reeves. We have the ability to sign Cameron Johnson, Jeremy Grant, or Jakob Poeltl, or anything like that. Is there anybody else we could bring in? Let's see. So Jeremy Grant, and then Kyle Kuzma I know is a free agent, but it looks like he's not here for some reason, which I think 2K just has it glitched to where he's on a 1-year deal. I don't know why it's like that. It just has like everyone except their player option. Yeah, he's on a 1-year deal now. So not really much I can do about that. Kuzma would have been an option I definitely would have looked at, but Cameron Johnson or Jeremy Grant sounds decent to me as well if we want to go that route. I don't think the Lakers would have let Austin Reeves go. He's also restricted. So I think we'll have a better chance of getting Jeremy Grant or Cameron Johnson. And you really can't go wrong with either. Both of them would be fantastic. I feel like Gives us some versatility. Do we want Grant or Cameron Johnson is the question. I think we're going to go Jeremy Grant. I think Jeremy Grant, you know, looking at Jeremy Grant, now he did get an absolute bag. So I assume you'd have to pay him a lot of money, realistically speaking. But if I'm able to give him 20 million just for him to coming to a contender, we're going to do that. We're going to sign Jeremy Grant to be our brand new forward, which I absolutely love for this team. And then now we can focus on the bench. So bench pieces desperately needed. Mason Plumlee, Christian Wood, Naz Reid would be fantastic. But I am going to go ahead and let's start with Nick Richards. He's, you know, cheap enough that I think I could get him in another piece. So we can get Nick Richards locked up. That'd be fantastic. So they matched the offer sheet. Damn, I should have known they were going to be able to do that. Josh Okogie, been pretty good for Phoenix, or he was. I haven't watched the Suns game in a long time, to be honest with you. I'm going to go ahead and sign Josh Okogie. I think we could use him for some versatility off the bench, and then it's going to get a little cheap after that. So Shake Milton, I think we can go with as well to bring him. Just kidding, goes to Atlanta. Joe Ingles, Josh Richardson. Josh Richardson is always a piece I like bringing in as well, but we'll keep looking. Hold on just a second. Jay Crowder, Javonte Green. Yeah, the bench is going to be putrid for sure. So we were able to get, we saw Rashawn Holmes, which maybe we could trade Rashawn Holmes for something. But yeah, the bench is about to suck really badly. Let's see if we can flip Rashawn Holmes for a piece, because right now it's looking pretty rough out here. So the Clippers originally offered me Robert Covington. I'm going to see if I can make this Terrence Mann instead. So I'm offering Rashawn Holmes, Tamani Kamara, and a second round pick for Brandon Boston and Terrence Mann. Let's see what they say. They want Josh Okogie. They'll give me Covington. I don't want to trade Okogie. I think he's going to be a huge piece of this team. So let's see if we can just trade another second. They're locked in on Okogie. I don't want to give away Jet Howard for nothing like this. I don't think we're going to be able to make anything happen. So I'm not trading Okogie in this situation, but I guess we got to focus on getting a center. There's not a ton of good options. We could just roll Rashawn Holmes out there. Yeah, this bench is going to be terrible, unfortunately. I think getting Shake Milton would have been nice. I'm going to go ahead and sign Josh Richardson because he could always be a versatile piece we could move around if we need to. And then after that, our center options are like Bismack Biyombo, which honestly is going to have to be our best option. And I think at the deadline with Rashawn Holmes' contract, we definitely try to do something. But not too shabby other than that. We have Keegan Murray up to an 83, RJ Barrett up to an 85, Malik Monk up to an 83 as well. So now we can kind of figure out what we're going to do with this rotation. So, Josh Richardson, Jet Howard. So Jet Howard, of course, is not going to play minutes this year. He's going to go to the G League. RJ Barrett, Josh Okogie looks good. Keegan Murray, Jeremy Grant. Well, I guess actually we're going to move things around. So RJ is going to slide down the 2. I know he just went up in overall, but he's going to slide down the 2. Keegan's going to go to the 3. Or Grant might even go up as well. Actually, move Grant to the 3. He goes up to an 84 at the 3. So we'll do that. So I have Jeremy Grant, RJ Barrett, Malik Monk is a 6-man. And then we'll have Josh Okogie, Tamani Kamara, Rashawn Holmes. Yeah, this is a ugly bench. Very ugly bench. But at least we have Malik Monk coming off of it. It makes it a little bit better. But yeah, not a great bench whatsoever, which was to be expected once we gave Jeremy Grant all of our money. And again, I know I could have just signed him for 14 million. The realistic part of me was like, he obviously didn't sign for 24 million, but whatever. So let's go straight into I guess we're gonna load the right draft class. I'm gonna load it 2025. We are about to be in 2024. So let's go see what this looks like. So proficiency 3.5 balanced. I actually love what we're able to accomplish this offseason. We brought in not only RJ, we also brought in Jeremy Grant on top of that. I mean, that gives us a team that I find very interesting. I think it gives us a lot of ability to do a lot of things. So we'll see how it goes. Holmes is going to be our backup 5 for now. He has to be, which I don't absolutely love, but maybe at the deadline we could do something. So I will more than likely simulate this season. We'll see how the deadline goes, and then we'll make moves there. So shot tendencies, Fox is 86, RJ is an 85, and Grant. So that's perfect. I kind of like where that's at. So we're going to leave that the way. Keegan Murray could boost him up, though, a little bit. I think that's right to do. So, yeah, I think I'd even want him taking more shots than Jeremy Grant, to be honest with you. So do something like that. Other than that, let's get straight into the season and see how we do. At the end of this season, Giannis wins MVP. Wemby is your Rookie of the Year. THC is your 6-man. Defensive player goes to Claxton. Garland most improved. And Clutch goes to Stephen Curry. Bickerstaff Coach of the Year. And Harrison is your executive. And that's it. I'll be a first team. I'll be a second. I'm going to imagine we don't have any Kings on here. Just not something I predicted to see. We don't have an all-defensive representative either. And then here's our rookie first team and all-rookie second team. So we ended up as the second team in the Western Conference. A very successful regular season, which was to be expected with the roster we assembled. So 25 points from De'Aaron Fox, 17 from RJ, 17 from Monk, 16 from Sabonis, and 15 from Keegan Murray, 14 from Jeremy Grant. So we had 6 guys in double digits, which is kind of to be expected, which is nice. Absolutely love to see that, and balanced scoring attack across the board. We get the Utah Jazz in round 1, who have Colin Sexton, Markkanen, Clarkson. Jarris Walker is there now. Kessler, THT, Oshai Abaji, Olenek, and Willie Hernan-Gomez. Somebody current round against the Jazz. We do drop game 1. They evened it up on us, or we evened it up. They were up 2-1 at one point. But we are going to a game 7 with Utah, which is a little disappointing, I will say. But let's see if we can maybe fix the rotation up to what it is recommending and see if we can come out here and win a game 7, not get upset in round 1. We want to keep lighting the beam in the playoffs, and the Jazz have our number for a second. Do we get back in this game? We do. Now, can we keep the lead is the question, and we are going to keep the lead. So 135 to 148. It was looking very concerning there for a second, but at the end of the day, we get it done. We're in the second round playing the defending champions, the Denver Nuggets. So they got Jamal Murray, Bruce Brown, MPJ, Aaron Gordon, Jokic, Christian Brown, KCP, and Kevin Love. Obviously, this Nuggets team is very good. Bruce Brown stayed. Again, it's because 2K has every player accepting their player option for whatever reason, but, it is what it is. So game 1, 1-0, 128 to 106. Good start. 33 from Fox, 24 from Jeremy Grant. Game 2, 2-0, 120 to 105. I mean, if we can sweep the Nuggets, I'm about to say, maybe we got a championship in our grasp this year, as we are in the Western Conference Finals in year number 1 with the roster we assembled. We get the Warriors. So obviously these two teams match up last year in the first round and went to 7. The Warriors obviously got our number. They have Eubanks as their starting center. We should be able to put him in the pick and roll every time and just attack. So hoping we can do that. Of course, they have Jordan Poole in this file, in this scenario. Kevon Looney, DiVincenzo still there. So game 1, 1-0 goes to them. They beat us by 3. Game 2, up 2-0. So far, not good for us. Let's try to shrink this down to an 8-man rotation and see what happens. So Mike Brown versus his former team. I like our odds. So let's see if we can maybe even this bad boy up. Now, they took both the games on our home floor, so hopefully we can return the favor and maybe get this one and the next one. But right now, it's not looking good for us. It looks like we're going down 3-0. So unfortunately, looks like the Warriors might have a dynasty on their hands once again. So unless we come back from 3-0, which of course the Warriors blew a 3-1 lead once upon a time, so maybe they want to break a record and blow a 3-0 lead. So off to a good start. We get 1 on them. Now we go back to Sacramento. If we can win this one, I don't know, man. Saying it's possible, but let's see. We got a close one on our hands here. We are going to win this one though. So if we can win the next one, oh boy, we got ourselves a sweat in game 7. So here we go. Game 6 and San Francisco. Do the Warriors choke this away and blow a 3-0 lead? That would be quite. We have the lead right now. Don't let them back in the game, man. We have a really good lead. Hopefully we don't let them back in, and we do beat them by 7. We are going to a game 7 once again with the Warriors. Now, do we beat them? 38 from Fox, 30 from Keegan Murray, 26, 14, and 10. All right, so ever since we've shrinked this to an 8-man rotation, things have gone well. We're simcasting again. This one will be in Sacramento. I know Sacramento fans are very passionate. It would be very loud, I assume, in a game 7 like this. So can we come out here and win this one? Now, we did have a really good lead, but we have let them get close. Man, it'd feel great to get to the finals in year number 1, and it's looking okay right now. We just got to make sure we keep this lead. And I think we're going to the finals, guys. Wow. 3-0 lead, comeback. That's actually insane. 19-12. Almost a triple double for Sabonis to the conference finals MVP. But now we're running to the Cavs. So we got another challenge in front of us. The fact they're able to come back from 3-0 on the Warriors is pretty insane. But I will be happy to take that. Now we get the Cavaliers, as I mentioned. Obviously, never an easy task to beat the Cavs, but we'll give it our best shot. So game 1. 1-0 goes to them. It would really suck if we got this far just to get swept. But no, we won game 2. We're down 2-1. Let's see if we can even this series up. They want to give more minutes to RJ Barrett. I'm fine with that. Oh, why did we bench RJ? We don't want to do that. So let's see if we can come out here and win and even it up. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. So we are going to go down 3-1. We just came back from 3-0. So I'm not ruling anything out. But it is the Cavaliers. Gonna be a little bit tougher to come back from this one, but hey, you never know, right? So let's see if we can. Yeah, it looks like we lost. Damn, we got to the finals. That's a great accomplishment in itself that we got to the NBA finals. But man, it would have felt great to get that championship out of the way right out of the gate. But unfortunately, not gonna happen. So LeBron James retires, Chris Paul retires. Let's go to the lottery. And this isn't gonna matter for us. I believe our pick is going to Atlanta anyway, or maybe that's next year. Blazers get 3, Rockets 2, Spurs 1, and then we. Our pick, I believe, is going somewhere else, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's going to the Hawks. So, yeah, actually, the Hawks do have this pick. Staff signing, Mike Brown, of course, is the head coach. We'll keep that the way it is. We just got to fill out one staff position, and now we can go straight to player options. So let's go to player options and let's see what are, I mean, one thing I really want to focus on is upgrading the bench. Like, that's definitely something we need to focus on. So Rashawn Holmes, I'm actually glad you accepted that player option because I want to trade you. And we could sign a really good player in free agency. That's nice. So Sabonis is a free agent. I mean, obviously, right out of the gate, we got to take care of that. Hopefully, it gives me the ability to still have an MLE. So Kings, we will get Sabonis back. Ooh, we need Malik Monk back too. Malik Monk, where are you? I want Malik Monk back as well. So he wants 22 million though. Ooh, gosh, I don't know if I can get him back. I don't think I'll be able to. 22 million is crazy, Malik Monk. What are we doing? All right, I can still sign a good player though. So we got Monte Morris. We can get like Bogdan or Clarkson or Melton. I mean, those guys kind of do the similar thing. Dude, I wanted Malik Monk back so badly though. Why are you leaving me, my man? We went to battle together. We got to the finals. Let's run it back. He doesn't want to, though. Okongwu. Oh, that's not affordable. Let's see. Centers. Zach Collins, Drummond, Tillman, Isaiah Hartenstein. I mean, we could solve our backup center problem right here. So I think I'm going Isaiah Hartenstein. We need a backup 5 badly. So I'm signing Isaiah Hartenstein. And then, man, I really want Malik Monk back, but I don't think he's going to sign. So we can get, the lowest we can go is 12 million on him, and I don't think he's gonna still be here at that time. So yeah, he's getting an offer from the Spurs. Let's see if he's accepted it yet. He says not yet. I don't think we're getting him. Regardless, I might as well give up on that. So RJ Barrett's are starting to Kogi, and then we got Isaiah Hartenstein. So I'm glad we got Isaiah Hartenstein as our backup center, which is great. But now we need to trade for another player, and I think we'll do that with Rashawn Holmes' contract. Okay, before I trade Rashawn Holmes, though, what I've done is I've actually gone to day 12 of free agency to see if we can snipe someone for fairly cheap. Like a Bruce Brown right now would feel great to get, but we're not close enough for that. So we're going to have to scroll down maybe a little bit more to see if there's anyone else. So, like, we don't need a center, though. Gordon Hayward, Okiki, like, these guys are going to be possible. Aaron Neesmith is probably possible as well. We need a point guard, and we need a power forward. So let's see if that's available to us. So Okoro, not going to happen. Conley, not going to happen either. Killian Hayes asking for way too much money. Jackson Hayes, not really a traditional power forward. DiVincenzo, I think, hates Sacramento for what they did to him that one time he was here. Isaiah Joe, Alvarado. Alvarado is always solid to get, I think. So I think I might get Alvarado here. We are going to sign Alvarado to be our backup point guard. I actually wish I would have gave him 2 years, but whatever. So Alvarado will be our backup point guard, and that will be our big addition. Not great, but whatever. RJ's up to 87, which is solid. Hartenstein is up. Jet Howard is up. But now we have a backup point guard. I still want a power forward, hopefully. So let's see if we can trade Rashawn Holmes. I did offer up Jet Howard, but let's see if we can maybe just trade our 2025 first and see what this gets us. So Al Horford, Darren Sharp, Finney Smith, and Draymond Green. I mean, yeah, it'd be cool reuniting Draymond Green with Mike Brown, but I don't know if you know what? I think we wait. I think we wait. I don't know if I'll ever be able to make like this big gigantic trade using Rashawn Holmes' contract, because our starting 5 is great. I like our starting 5 where it's at, but I definitely think we give us the ability to see what the options are at the deadline. I mean, we weren't even playing. We're going to run an 9-man rotation anyway, so Rashawn Holmes won't play, but here's your proficiency. So it is 4-star balance now, and here's your 9-man rotation. So Fox, RJ, Grant, Keegan Murray, Sabonis, Isaiah Hartenstein, Okogie, Alvarado, and Josh Richardson. I definitely think deadline, we make a big trade. I definitely think that's something we do. As far as the bench is concerned, I think Isaiah Hartenstein and Okogie are great pieces. Alvarado would be fine as well. If we can throw like Richardson, maybe one of these young players, and get like a good bench piece, I think that's where we go with this. But for now, let's just simulate to the deadline and see what the options will be once we're at the deadline. So this team is fantastic at the deadline, by the way, so we don't even really have to make a move if we don't want to, but I still think it would be necessary to do so. We're 35-15 at the moment. I really do believe that this could be a championship season. So who do we want to get? I mean, the player we're looking for is it's either a shooting guard or a small forward. We're keeping a Kogi. We're keeping a Hartenstein. Hartenstein's been great off the bench with 5 and 8, which is fantastic. But I think if we can, Okogie's been fine. I think the biggest piece we need to figure out is we need to get someone who doesn't score a lot, because we have a bunch of scoring on our starting 5 anyway. Malik Monk was a nice, little get that we had, or it was a nice piece. But I think if we find a shooting guard who doesn't score a lot and just plays a lot of defense, I think that's what I'm kind of looking for, I guess. So let's go see if that is available to us. So I guess we'll look at just shooting guard only. So we got to scroll down the board quite a bit. Like Austin Reeves, not really what I'm looking for. Obviously Vassell, not what I'm looking for. Suggs, 12.5. I need someone who is just going to not care about scoring, I guess. Does that even exist? I don't know. Clay, Kobe White, Bruce Brown kind of like fits the mold of what I'm talking about. I think him off the bench rather than Richardson could be huge. Quentin Grimes also kind of fits that mold as well. I'm going to start with Bruce Brown, though. Bruce Brown is perfect. So I'm going to throw, I mean, I could throw Jet Howard at them, but I'm going to try to do it with maybe my 2025 first for Bruce Brown. They say no. They think, oh, they're contending. Uh-oh, this might be hard to pull off. I didn't realize the Jazz were contending. Okay, maybe we talk to the Knicks instead about Quentin Grimes. Yeah, let's go Quentin Grimes then on the Knicks. He was the next best piece I saw. So let's go talk to the Knicks again. Grimes making $4 million, so we need someone a little bit more in here. Make a little bit more money. So Grimes, this is going to cost maybe a little bit more. I'm cool with trading Richardson if I need to. So a 2025 first and Richardson for Grimes. They want Josh Okogie. They're going to be Obi Toppin. That's interesting for sure. I mean, Obi Toppin is locked up for another couple years, so I don't have to worry about re-signing Okogie. But I don't want to mess up the chemistry too much. So let's say we just did another second. No, they want Okogie. Okay. Let's go back to the original trade. I guess I'll take Obi Toppin. So we'll do this trade. We're going to get, we're trading a second. We're getting Obi Toppin. So we'll do this trade. So we get a really good piece in Quentin Grimes as our starting, or as a backup shooting guard. And then Obi Toppin as a backup power forward, which is something we needed anyway. So new rotation: Fox, RJ, Jeremy Grant, Keegan Murray, Sabonis, Quentin Grimes, Hartenstein, Obi Toppin, and Alvarado. I think that looks good. Hopefully 2K agrees. 35 and 15. We're doing very good right now. Hopefully continue that trend, especially after adding Grimes and Toppin to the rotation. So Garland this year wins MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to Bronny James. Very interesting how he got Rookie of the Year, but all right. I'm assuming he was able to just start or something. Asar wins Rookie, or is that Amin? That's Amin, sorry. And the defense player, and then Jalen Durham most improved, and clutch goes to Joel Embiid. So once again, I doubt we have anybody in all NBA teams. Would have been nice to see like Fox or something, but we are the first in the West. Things continued the way we wanted them to. 25 from Fox, 22 from RJ, 16 from Keegan Murray, 15 from Grant, and 14 for Sabonis, 11 from Grimes. So I'm hoping that we can go win a championship again. Now we were able to beat, or not again, but go win a championship. We were able to beat the Nuggets, obviously, last year. So hopefully we don't get AFC to this year, and we are going to beat them in 5. So off to a good start. Now you get the Houston Rockets, who've added Scoot and OG Anunoby with Jalen Green, Jabari, Şengün, Vucevic, quickly. Very good Houston team. So many curve around against them, and they're up 3-0 on us. So it looks like we may have messed up our chemistry. I don't know. Or, I mean, yeah. I mean, we could come back from 3-0 like we've done in the past. You know, we did last year in the Warriors, but I don't know. That's obviously really hard to do, but we'll give it our best try. So they are going to sweep us, though. Man, that sucks. We get to round 2 just to get swept all the way from the finals to just swept in round 2. Does not feel great. Garland wins the championship. Oklahoma City goes on, Cavaliers go on to beat the Thunder. Damn. All right. Well, let's get back to work. I mean, I don't know what else we could do, but we're going to keep trying, of course. We're not just going to give up after losing to the, Rockets in round 2. But I was expecting to win a championship. I'm a little shell-shocked. I thought we were going to get to the finals again easily. But no, we got swept in round 2, man. It happens, though. Let's go to draft night, and let's see if there's any options for us. So we do have a lot of draft picks. We could make a gigantic trade if we wanted to. Is there anybody that's available that we want to go ahead and try to go get? I don't know. Anthony Davis, I mean, that would be our way of going for it, I guess. If we found a way to get Anthony Davis on this team, I highly doubt we'll be able to. Wembanyama, of course, would be crazy to get, but yeah. I mean, if I could trade Sabonis to get Anthony Davis, I don't think I don't do that, right? So I guess that's where we'll start to try to make like this massive upgrade. So let's go to Lakers and see if they want Sabonis for Anthony Davis' services. Oh, AD has a no trade clause. I think I just saw that, right? Yes. So I don't even know if he'll accept this, but whatever. We'll give it a shot. So Sabonis, and then Jet Howard's not under contract anymore. I don't even know if he's going to waive his no trade clause, obviously, but we'll give it a shot. So 2027 and then 2029. And then do I have anybody else I can throw in here? I can throw Obi Toppin in here maybe. He's not waived his no trade. He's not against coming here. So unless if we get to the point where this accepted and then he's like, no thanks. I'll throw Hartenstein in here. I mean, if we can get Anthony Davis, we got to try it. But no, they say no still. No Anthony Davis. Let's go straight to player options. And let's see. Keegan Murray, of course, will accept qualifying offers. Alvarado, if we can get him back, that's great. Quentin Grimes, Jet Howard are all free agents. Okay. Free agency. Rashawn Holmes is a free agent. Of course, we're not worrying about him. But for whatever reason, I can't re-sign anybody, I guess. I don't know why. So, where Quentin Grimes. Okay, so I want to make sure I don't renounce him on accident. So Quentin Grimes, Rashawn Holmes, we're going to renounce, and then we're going to get Jet Howard and Quentin Grimes back, which is important. So we got them guys, and then now we can go to re-sign these guys, and then I'm going to go try for Anthony Davis again once we get Jet Howard and Quentin Grimes back. All right, so I'm once again gonna go ahead and try to build this trade out again. Now we have Jet Howard's services. We have Tamani Kamara. We have this first round pick. I don't know if this is gonna change anything, but we're gonna try anyway. And they don't agree just yet. I mean, I don't want to throw Fox in here, obviously, but I'll throw Obi Toppin in here, and then another first round pick. What do you say, Lake Show? That doesn't look like they're gonna do it, unfortunately. Man, it would have been awesome to get Anthony Davis on this team, but I don't think we're getting them. So Alvarado. I mean, Alvarado might make the difference. Not making that difference yet, though. Do I remove Kamara and maybe go Obi Toppin? They still don't agree. I mean, getting Anthony Davis would be awesome, but they're saying no. So no Anthony Davis, which is fine. Maybe it's for the better that we don't gut our roster. Jet Howard's up to a 78, so he's going to be ready to play right away next year, which is nice. So no Anthony Davis. Maybe we try again at the deadline, but for now, we're going to just run it back again. And then maybe there's a trade that approaches us at the deadline that we can't refuse. I'll stop and look just in case. But 4-star balance. This team is good, like usual, which is what we expected. But we'll see how the season goes. In proficiency, are we at 4.5 now? We are not. But I will, again, research the deadline, see if Anthony Davis is available again. Maybe we can get him then. I don't know. But let's keep it going. So here are your awards, as Cooper Flag is on the Thunder now, so they're going to continue to be a threat. I'm getting to the point where I tried to trade for Anthony Davis. It did not work. The Thunder are not anywhere to be found, though, so maybe that's a good sign for us. But, of course, we got to focus on everybody else in front of us. To the Grizzlies. But, yeah, I tried to get Anthony Davis at the deadline. It didn't happen, of course, which is why we don't have Anthony Davis on our team, and you did not even see that clip. But, regardless, simulating against the Memphis Grizzlies. Let's see if we get out round 1, and we are getting out round 1. Now, we played the team that just beat us last year. They actually swept us, so it may happen again. They've added Montez Buzelis to this team. And Ace Bailey. Somebody come around against them. And this year, we sweep them back. I don't understand. Whatever. The Golden State Warriors, Jordan Poole, Steph, Wiggins, Prosper, Looney, Ayodosumu. We beat this team earlier in the video. Obviously, blew a 30-0 lead to us. But let's see if we can just smoke them. And we do. And now you get to play the Cavs again. So we get a rematch against Sacramento or against Cleveland. They have the same team. Bol, Shake Milton's off their bench now. Here goes nothing. Game 1, 1-0 goes to us, 128 to 119. Good start. Game 2, 2-0, 114 to 99. So far, so good. Don't let them get a game on us. 3-0, we're going to sweep the Cavs. Let's go. That is how you end a video. We didn't need Anthony Davis. We got the Sacramento Kings a championship. I don't know how they do it, but light the beam, right? Light the freaking beam. This was for you, Sacramento. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. In a couple weeks, guys, we are getting, or I think after next week, we are into our offseason rebuilds starting Monday. I believe it's like April, what? Let me look at the calendar here. I think April 15th is when grind season starts. Like, you should see a video almost every day. Not almost every day. That's a lie. Maybe like 6 videos a week. 6 to 5 videos a week. That is grind season again. So I will see you then. Well, I'm gonna upload another video, so I don't know why I'm acting like I'm not uploading a video until the 15th. But I cannot wait. Cannot wait to get into some off-season rebuilds. My realistic style. It's my favorite time of the year. Summer is a great time for content. But I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.